This is News 3 Now at 6.
Thanks for joining us. Eric has the night off. It has been really cold the past week, and this weekend will be even colder with light snow chances. Let's check your first warn forecast with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canaldi.
Charlotte, it's already cold out here, but it'll get even colder, and in between we'll have some light snow. You can see that on Doppler track across parts of northern Illinois. First, the live view from the Queen Bee Radio Skycam in Platteville. Not snowing there yet, but you can see on Doppler track some light snow just south of Platteville across northern Illinois. On high-resolution radar, it looks like a band of snow from just south of Beloit to north of Rockford, moving almost straight east. So most of the snow will stay south of the border, at least for the next few hours, but eventually will work its way into southern Wisconsin later on tonight. Low temperatures this morning, below zero here in Madison, 3 below in areas to the west. East of Madison, temperatures were right around zero or a little bit above, but high temperatures today only in the single digits for the most part. 5 was the best we could do at Madison, 8 Monroe, and you can see right now temperatures have dropped back into the single digits, just barely above zero. We're at 3 in Madison, already below zero out toward La Crosse, where wind chills are about 20 to 25 below zero. Wind chill advisories in effect for until noon tomorrow from Dane County and areas to the west. Otherwise, look for a low temperature in Madison of about 5 below zero. Some light snow will develop late tonight into tomorrow with maybe an inch or two of accumulation. Look for a high tomorrow of 4 degrees above zero, with wind chills staying as cold as 15 below zero during the day. But then the bottom drops out of the temperatures for Saturday night and Sunday night, with wind chills perhaps as cold as 40 below zero. I'll have more details in weather in just a few minutes.
Proposing a tax increase is a quick way to make a lot of people angry, but Governor Evers hopes to at least give cities and counties the option to do so, paying for vital services in the process. Madeline O'Neill explains the governor's new proposal in his 2021-23 budget and tells us why not everyone is on board. Maddie?
Well, Wisconsin's sales tax is set at 5%, but most counties, including here in Dane, already have an additional 0.5% sales tax. This proposal would allow them to add another 0.5%. It would allow cities and villages with 30,000 or more people the ability to do the same thing as well.
What we've seen is just a really precipitous decline in revenue.
All while the city of Madison continues to provide the services we need.
We're cutting wherever we can, but at some point, we're starting to cut into really core basic services.
Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway says when ways to raise funds are limited, what the city needs are options.
And in part, yes, because of the coronavirus pandemic, but in part, again, just because of this structural issue in how severely the state limits impact our budgets.
She would be happy to have another potential solution on the table. Enter Governor Tony Evers' proposal today. It would allow counties and Wisconsin's 27 largest cities and villages to add a 0.5% sales tax, something the League of Wisconsin Municipalities is behind as well.
Wisconsin currently has the lowest sales tax in the Midwest. We're among the lowest sales taxes in the country.
It's one of the only taxes that Wisconsin has that's actually low.
Pointing to relatively high property and income taxes. Nick Novak of Wisconsin Manufacturers and Commerce doesn't think raising taxes on everyday items should be an option at all.
Small businesses are struggling. Wisconsin families are struggling.
Instead, he suggests counties and municipalities make tough budget decisions.
Maybe they need to look at their budgets and see what is able to be cut, just like Wisconsin families have been doing.
Ultimately, the sales tax increase would be in your hands, requiring approval through a referendum vote.
The governor's proposal really does nothing more than say to the voters, you can make a choice.
While Madison's mayor says the sales tax is something the city would have to consider, Dane County officials say that's not in their plans. But again, this is very early in the process, and that's only if the state legislature passes it as is.
Maddie, thank you. Madison's teachers union is sending an open letter to MMSD superintendent and board following the decision to return students to the classroom in phases. The letter thanks Jenkins and other district leaders for considering science and the voices of underserved communities in the building re-entry plan, but raises several concerns, like whether the decision is motivated by finances. MMSD announced its plan the same day the Joint Finance Committee voted to prioritize federal aid to schools that have returned to in-person instruction. The letter also shows concern about teachers being able to receive the vaccine. DHS guidelines have educators in the next group of people eligible to be vaccinated beginning March 1st. Kindergartners are expected to return to class on March 9th, but elementary school employees are in MMSD's third group to receive the shot after special education and other staff. You can read the full letter on channel3000.com. 3.7% of Wisconsin's population has completed the vaccination series. 11.5% of Wisconsinites have received at least one dose of the shot. 5.7% of Dane County residents have completed the vaccination series. More than 14% of residents have gotten at least one dose of that shot. And there are new charts on the Department of Health Services website showing who the vaccine is going to in Wisconsin. There's some especially important new data on race and ethnicity. DHS's graph looks at the proportion of people vaccinated by race, making it look like minorities aren't too far behind in receiving the vaccine. 10% of the white population has been vaccinated compared to 3% of the black community and 3% of Latinos. But when you take a look at the number of vaccines given to these groups, the disparities are actually much larger. Wisconsin has vaccinated more than 40 times as many white residents as black residents, and almost 45 times more white residents than Latinos.
We have a lot of work to do in Wisconsin to achieve equitable vaccine distribution and uptake, and even more work to do to achieve equitable health outcomes beyond vaccination. It is work we are committed to doing, and this is a start.
DHS says it's showing this data to be transparent. In an effort to close these gaps, the state is intentionally prioritizing vaccine orders for health departments and clinics that serve communities of color. Across Wisconsin, health officials have confirmed 938 new cases today. That is above the 7-day rolling average of 832. 11 more people have died. In the past 24 hours, more than 33,000 people were vaccinated. Governor Evers ordered flags to half-staff today in honor of former fire inspector David Gerald Tomlinson. He passed away on December 6th after contracting COVID-19 in the line of duty. A private family service was held today. Tomlinson served the Poinet Decorah Fire Department as a volunteer firefighter for 31 years. The city of Madison plans to clear out a homeless camp in 2 weeks or less, but it's offering options to people who currently live there. Our Jamie Perez found out more this afternoon on the reasoning behind this move.
Right, well, there's still a good handful of tents set up here at McPike Park, but the city tells us that most, if not all, of the people who were staying here have found shelter elsewhere. Now, they said that the reason why they're closing this down is because this was never designated as a homeless encampment place to begin with. By the end of the month, homeless people who stay at McPike Park will need to move out of this encampment area and seek shelter elsewhere. The city tells me there are designated parks where homeless encampments are allowed. This is not one of those places. The city has also received a good number of complaints from people who live nearby. They're worried about the camp safety and the things that happen there. But this is not viewed as a raid. The city wants to work with the homeless to pack their things at a time when the least amount of people are impacted. They believe there are fewer than 6 people, if any, at this point, still using this area. Several groups who do outreach work with the homeless have already placed many of them in hotels, tiny homes, and shelters. The city said they wanted to give these folks plenty of time to find an alternate place to stay. And the city also told me that anything that is not cleared out of this area by the end of the month will be placed in storage for up to 45 days.
Thank you, Jamie. New at 6, Tellurian has opened a new men's sober living home on Madison's east side. Jeremy's Place was opened in honor of Jeremy Lickwars, who lost his battle with mental health and substance use disorder in 2018. His mom, Patty, worked together with Tellurian's CEO to create the plans for the facility. She has been the driving force behind Speak Up for Jeremy, an organization with a mission to help families tell their stories, educate the public, and help end the stigma surrounding mental health and addiction. Tellurian CEO Kevin Florek says in a statement that Dane County has a shortage of sober living opportunities, and especially during the pandemic when addiction rates have skyrocketed. He's excited to open the new facility. He thanked Patty for her enthusiasm and bravery in supporting the project. For more information, visit tellurian.org. The City of Madison Clerk's office says nearly 36% of absentee ballots for Tuesday's spring primary election have been returned so far. In total, the city issued almost 26,000 absentee ballots. For Madison residents, the final day to vote in person absentee is tomorrow, as long as you are already registered at your current address. Otherwise, you can register at your polling place on Election Day. And to see what's on your ballot or check your polling location, go to myvote.wi.gov. Coming up next at 6, a Do Something Good story. A special pre-Valentine's Day surprise for doctors and nurses in the ICU. Stay with us.
President's Day weekend appliance blowout is on now at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Save big on the top brands. Plus, get guaranteed delivery in 5 days or less on in-stock appliances and no interest financing for 18 months at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
Save big money on all of your plumbing needs at Menards. Make sure you have hot water when you want it with our wide selection of Richmond water heaters, now all on sale. An Encore tankless natural gas or liquid propane water heater keeps your home efficient. It's designed to supply continuous hot water for up to 4 bathrooms at the same time. Pick it up right now for $999.99 at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Stop into Rubens today for our annual dining sale. Save up to 40% on fine dining. Rubens has beautiful dining room tables, chairs, and buffets for your home. Choose from sleek, modern dining imported from Italy. Solid birch dining in all finishes and sizes. Invest in heirloom furniture. Rubens has many dining tables and chairs in stock for immediate delivery. As always, Rubens designers offer free design service. Come in today for Rubens' annual dining room sale on now.
Winning Motor Trend Truck of the Year 3 times in a row, that had never been done before. Then again, neither had a 12-inch touchscreen or 1,000 pound-feet of torque, or being the only pickup on Car and Driver's 10 best list. Never been done before. It's just kind of our thing.
During the Ram President's Day event, get 0% financing for 72 months, plus $3,750 total bonus cash on the 2021 Ram 1500.
The President's Day weekend blowout is on now at Ashley Home Store. It's the biggest sale of the season. Doorbuster deals up to 50% off. Plus, take bonus discounts off our sale prices and pay as little as $15 a month. No interest financing for 5 years. Ashley Home Store.
It's already Valentine's Day weekend, and for anyone who still needs to pick out a gift for their partner, News 3 Now this morning's In the 608 segment highlighted Rose Cottage Floral as an idea for a local business to support. There are locations in DeForest and on Madison's east side on Atwood Avenue.
Valentine's Day is on a Sunday. There's so many more things to do. Go out for brunch, go to a bed and breakfast, go away for the weekend. But because of COVID, we're all staying put. And so flowers are the way to express your love.
Along with flowers, Rose Cottage also has gifts like pottery, chocolate, candles, and plants. You can find more details on channel3000.com. And a Do Something Good story tonight. WPS Health Solutions is spreading the love this weekend by delivering treats and healthy snacks for ICU employees. Our crew saw the gift bag deliveries today at SSM Health St. Mary's, but the thank yous were also distributed at UW Health and Unity Point Health Meritor.
People are super appreciative because, they tell us they are overworked. They're so busy, and, we're hoping to get a couple doctors or nurses down here if possible, but it's a busy day today. It's a busy day every day. So they were just so appreciative, tears in eyes.
WPS has staff at hospitals in other states as well, so they had the goodies shipped to them. We'll be right back.
Let
Let the design team at Wanakee Furniture ETC help you find your inspiration and transform your room. Every style, every budget, our creativity, passion, and expertise will help you design your dream space.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Shop the President's Day sale at Grand Appliance for the area's guaranteed lowest prices on top appliances. Like this Whirlpool top-load washer for just $548. This Frigidaire self-cleaning gas range for just $698. Or this Samsung 28 cubic foot French door refrigerator for just $1398. Shop your local Grand Appliance location or online at grandappliance.com for these great deals and more. Grand Appliance. You make it home. We make it grand.
Gobin Cars is having a huge winter sale. Don't miss out on 2018 and 2019 Chevy Equinoxes starting at $14,995 or $230 per month.
That's right. You can buy a 2018 or 19 Chevy Equinox starting at $14,995 or $230 per month.
Gobin Cars is family owned and operated for over 50 years.
So just hurry in today and ask for my sister, Crystal the Pistol Gobin.
Or my brother, Donovan Gobin.
You gotta go to Gobin. GobinCars.com.
Are you sick of the areas of your home being cold in the winter or hot in the summer? Your house is a complete system of components that need to work together, similar to the human body. Just like us, your home needs to breathe too. If we're letting our home breathe fresh air, we'll be healthier and regulate our temperature better. Wouldn't it be great if we could show you all the areas needing improvement in just minutes without tearing the house apart? That is what our thermal imaging does for you. It will show the temperature differences and areas of air exchange. Then you'll know what areas need to be improved. Just like going to the doctor, except these doctors do house calls. This will also help in preventing the entrance of harmful pollutants inside your house. You can now easily bring down the energy bills and have a durable and safe home environment with Fry Construction. Visit fryconstruction.com to schedule your free professional house call with a thermal imaging and insulation specialist.
Rest comfortably with brands you can trust at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Create a unique and stylish room with made-in-the-USA products from companies like Smith Brothers of Bern. Select from a wide variety of sofas at a great price.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
A Wisconsin nonprofit is receiving over 1,000 calls a day for people who need help keeping their power and heat on this winter. The Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund serves people who are elderly, disabled, and working families, providing a hand up to avoid a life-threatening energy-related emergency during the harsh winter. Along with the people the organization normally serves, they're seeing an unprecedented increase in people struggling financially during the pandemic.
Between the escalating costs, the unprecedented increase in need because of the amounting unemployment or people being underemployed, again, people who have never been behind in their utility bill or their rent ever find themselves now, having really to choose between eating or heating.
You can help the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund identify people in need of assistance who are struggling to come forward and ask for help. If there's a friend, family member, or neighbor you know about, or if you need assistance, you can call their phone number, 1-800 number, or visit kwwf.org. Madison Plumbing Company tells us they've been busy with calls for burst pipes during these bitterly cold days. As the weather gets even colder this weekend, officials with H.J. Pertzborn Plumbing tell us they are prepared. They have an after-hours plumber and people on call throughout the weekend if there are multiple people dealing with burst pipes. But there are things you can do to prevent this.
It's important to make sure that the heat is getting to these areas that you think that there's a possible freeze up in. As simple as opening the cupboard doors or the cabinets to allow heat from inside your home to get in that area, to turn on the faucets, to just get a little steady stream of water flowing to keep the water going through the pipes.
She says running a small stream of water will be much cheaper than dealing with a burst pipe and all the other issues it can cause. And that is definitely something to watch out for with the brutal cold this weekend. Gary's here with your first warn forecast.
And the other thing to remember is if you're outside, you need to really bundle up. With the wind chills we're talking about for tomorrow night and for Sunday night, we could be talking about frostbite to exposed skin within just a few minutes. On Doppler track, we have some light snow to our south across northern Illinois and parts of eastern Iowa, but as as that works northward, we could look for about a 1 to 2 inch snowfall accumulation for tonight into tomorrow across much of southern and eastern Wisconsin. Not very much, but with the temperatures this cold, of course, salt doesn't work on the roads, so those icy roads are going to stay that way for at least a few more days. As we check out low temperatures this morning, they were in the 20s below zero through much of northern and central Minnesota, teens below zero over northwestern Wisconsin, below zero here in Madison. To the east of us, few locations stayed a little bit above zero, but that won't be the case again probably by Saturday night and Sunday night. Current temperatures now are just above zero here in Madison. You can see La Crosse is already below zero, and those temperatures just continue to drop. You factor in the winds, and we're seeing wind chills now in the 20s and mid-20s below zero through Iowa and Minnesota, northwestern Wisconsin. Wind chill advisories are in effect until noon tomorrow for Dane County and areas to the west. Wind chill warnings for wind chills of 50 below zero or colder for northern Minnesota, much of North Dakota, and northern South Dakota. And then this area here under a wind chill watch for the potential for wind chill warnings to be issued for tomorrow night and Sunday night. And it's not out of the question that we could also need wind chill warnings over parts of our area for wind chills that will drop to between 40 and 45 below zero. Future track wind chills, they are down to the mid-20s below zero by tomorrow morning here in Madison, near 40 below zero on Sunday morning, and about the same, near 40 below zero for Monday morning. Even the next couple of days after that, we'll still see below zero temperatures and wind chills as cold as 20 below zero, just not as brutally cold as the next couple of nights. Alert days remaining in the forecast through Monday. Those actual air temperatures will be averaging 20 to 30 degrees below average, and we'll also see wind chills in the morning, like I say, anywhere from 20 to 40 below zero. On Weather Track, you can see this next weather system kind of scooting by. It's a quick mover, so it won't dump a lot of snow. And of course, with the air being this cold, there's not a lot of moisture available for snow, but still, any additional snowfall is going to make the roads slick. And then you can see to our north and west, there's a high pressure system with the cold air just continuing to pour in. And on Future Track, that will actually start clearing out the skies once the snow moves out of here by tomorrow afternoon. And that will set up the coldest air for Sunday night into Monday night with temperatures down to around 15 degrees below zero. So wind chill advisories in effect for Dane County and areas to the west until noon tomorrow. Look for a low temperature tonight of about 5 degrees below zero, but we'll see some light snow develop toward morning. Tomorrow, some light snow or flurries with maybe an inch or two of accumulation. Otherwise, the high temperature only getting up to 4 degrees above zero, and wind chills will stay perhaps as cold as 15 below zero during the day. On Future Track, those temperatures drop down tonight as the snow moves in and then moves out pretty quickly by tomorrow afternoon. Then those skies clear out tomorrow night. That's when the actual air temperatures drop to around 10 to 15 below zero, and then the snow that will fall tonight into tomorrow, probably an inch or two, especially from Madison on toward the east and south. Wind chills by tomorrow morning down to around 20 below zero and only around 10 below zero during the day. 7 to 10 day forecast. Notice temperatures remaining very cold through much of next week. Just some flurry chances, not looking for any accumulating snow, but by the end of next weekend, temperatures should be back to around normal.
And coming up in sports, the UW women's skated by Bemidji State thanks to a big first period. How the Badgers blanked the Beavers next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
It's the A1 Furniture and Mattress Instant Cashback Event. Save up to 40% off store-wide. Plus, get $50 instant cash back on every $500 you spend. Take advantage of 4 years free financing with qualified purchase. Shop in-store or online. Only at A1 Furniture.
You thought you were the only ones who'd go someplace just because you liked the name of the town. The only ones who didn't just want to see the world, but needed to explore every corner of it. You thought you were the only ones until you discovered others just like you. Jeep Cherokee, there's only one.
Right now, get 0% financing for 84 months or $4,750 total cash allowance on select 2021 Jeep Cherokee models. Hurry to the Jeep President's Day event today.
President's Day means more savings at the Brothers Maine President's Day Super Sale. Get in right now for the sale of the season with more savings on more brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana. We've got a lot more satisfaction for you at Maine, like up to 18-month 0% financing and free delivery to make life a little easier. Hey, there's more home satisfaction at the Moore Store, the President's Day Super Sale. More selection, more savings, and more satisfaction today at the Brothers Maine, your local store for more since 1938.
Life has changed over the past year, but what hasn't changed is Meineke continuing to make your safety our #1 priority. Make an appointment now and save $10 on all oil change packages. Meineke Car Care Center is here to help keep you safe on the road.
It's time for the Great American Sales Event at your local Ford store. Celebrate with FlexBuy. Get 0% APR for 66 months plus $1,000 President's Day cash on top of other offers on select SUVs. With deals on America's best-selling brand, now's a great time to buy. Hurry in or shop online before February 15th. Choose FlexBuy on a 2020 Edge with 0% APR for 66 months, and with President's Day cash, get a total $4,000 cash back. Celebrate now during the Great American Sales Event.
Get instant cash back on every mattress purchase over $500 only at A1 Furniture. Save up to 40% off top name brand mattresses. Plus get instant cash back and 4 years free financing with qualified purchase. Shop in-store or online now at A1 Furniture.
Saturday morning, we are learning more on the impeachment trial of former President Donald Trump, and watch out on the roads as we continue to monitor winter weather road conditions. Join us Saturday morning starting at 5 and 8.
After 10 years with the Texans, J.J. Watt is officially a free agent. The news happened this morning after he and Houston agreed to part ways. The former Badger did it all in Houston. He was a star on the field and in the community. And now the former first-round draft pick will have a new home. Maybe in Pittsburgh with his brothers, maybe with his hometown team in Green Bay. We're just going to have to wait and see where J.J. lands. It's crunch time for the Wisconsin men. 5 of their final 6 games are against teams ranked in the top 25. So if they want to compete for a Big Ten championship, they're going to have to play their best ball of the season. In their last 3 games against ranked conference foes, they've been outscored by a combined total of 50 points. So for the Badgers, these next 3 weeks are going to be about proving what this team has what it takes.
This is the time of year of why you come to a program like Wisconsin, to be in the mix, to chase championships, to place for high seeds, and ultimately leave a legacy and be remembered. So we're excited. Again, we've had this time of year circled, and this is why you come here.
We're happy to have this stretch of tough games coming up, and it'll just show and prove to other teams and around the country how good of a team we are.
As expected, the Wisconsin women's hockey team has been as good as advertised. Besides 2 losses to the Buckeyes, the Badgers have looked every bit of that #1 ranking that's been in front of their name nearly the entire season. UW hosting Bemidji State in their final home series of the season. First period, Badgers on the attack, and Brett Pettit gets saucy with the backhand and puts the Badgers up 1-0. Later in the period, still 1-0, and Britta Curl changes that with her slap shot. Wisconsin scored 2 in the first and 2 in the third. Shout out Bemidji, 4-0 the final. The nation's top-ranked volleyball team also in action today. Wisconsin on the road at Indiana, and they made quick work of the Hoosiers. Devin Robinson, perfect placement with the kill. Game-high 18 kills from the freshman. And the senior, Dana Retke, was also doing work. One of her 7 blocks on the day. Badgers get the sweep in straight sets. And the border battle was renewed on the mat this morning. Wisconsin hosting Minnesota. Badgers got off to a great start. Eric Barnett dominated number 8 ranked Patrick McKee. The 4-point take near fall there en route to a 17-4 major decision. But the Gophers will win 8 of the next 9 matches and close the duel with a Gable Steveson pin. UW falls 27-7. So pretty busy day in the sports world, Charlotte.
That's a good thing.
Yes.
Zach, thank you. And a final check with the forecast. Here's Gary.
Pretty busy day in weather, and that's a bad thing these days. Light snow to our south will move in here later on tonight. Temperatures right now in the single digits and wind chills below 0.
All right, thank you. Thanks for joining us. Enjoy your evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.